Hey guys, I'm back. I did another blog and here I'm doing the video on how to spot the good stuff when you're out thrifting. These are some tips for beginners, so you have a little more confidence when you walk in there. You're going into an antique mall or a thrift store or flea market. It's like sensory overload. There's all these rows and stuff and booths and things are like, oh, wow. And some are just kind of confusing. And you're like, I don't even know what to look for. Well, vintage shopping, thrift shopping becomes less intimidating and a lot more fun when you have a couple real basic tools in your pocket. It doesn't matter if you're decorating your apartment, your house, planning a wedding, or just love the thrill of the hunt. Thrifting is so awesome and saves you money and helps you, be kind to the earth. I would say the first one that I'm going to tell you is always flip it over. Always look at the bottom of something. Look for marks on it. Check for stamps, marks. If you're still not sure, remember, Google is your friend. Use that thing. If you find a planter you like, it could be McCoy. You have to look at it and find out. It can tell you a lot. The bottom stamp, the back stamp, where it was made, the design, the pattern, Hall, Pyrex, McCoy. I mean, it goes on. You can even find pencil marks from old stores that the merchant wrote $1, or $1.99, and it's kind of cool. Made in Japan is a common one. Those are usually between 1945 and 1960. So that kind of helps you date some of that. And that is stuff that just from doing it, you're going to get to know what it is and you'll be able to pick out quality from it. Weight is another one. Usually, the heavier the item, the older it is, or the better quality. Flimsy, so vintage items made back in the day. Think of furniture, solid wood, not veneer, not laminate, very heavy, carved, detailed. If it has weight to it, it's probably older. Texture, feel, how it feels. If it feels solid, let's see, a mid-century glass ashtray. Okay, so they come in all shapes, in all sizes. Some are ceramic, some are wood. They have a weight to them, a heaviness. Brass over tin, over aluminum. Brass is a little cooler to the touch as opposed to a resin or a pot metal. Furniture like an end table, pick it up if you can. That's going to tell you if it's solid wood or if it's a veneer kind of thing. I mean, that's all part of it. The other one is, unless you're running a museum, embrace the imperfections because, hello, we all have imperfections. They're part of our story, our imperfections. And these imperfections, I love this set. This is one of my favorite sets. It's green, it's circles, but the firing, each one is a little unique. Now that's a bad firing. I don't know, but they still sold it. It's all part of it. It's not a scratch. It's not a chip. It's just part of it. Think about how something that's used all the time has those worn spots and it feels very comfortable and loved. Those are the details that tell the story of the item. And now it's your turn to add to that story. And most people don't want to visit and sit in a museum. They want to feel comfortable when they come to your house. And things that have a little patina or a little personality is huge. The next one is senses. I am tactile. Use your senses. Touch, smell, sight, sound. I'm going to say taste, but kind of taste. Think of old quality leather. Old leather has this amazing smell and feel to it. And crystal, when you tap crystal, it has this beautiful ring. It just has I don't have any in front of me. I should have. It has this beautiful clarity to it. Crystal is... The other thing that can do is it can tell you if something has a chip. Can you hear that? Now, if that had a chip, it wouldn't sound like that. Look for brush strokes on something. If the glass is hand painted, if it is the dovetail joints, wood and books, they have this great scent to them. And old leather. Oh my gosh, old leather. Another one is jewelry, pearls. Okay, is it glass beads? Is it plastic? Tap it against your teeth. These are not pearls. Guess what? There's a totally different feel and texture, even against your teeth, for jewelry, bakelite, things like that. Trust your gut. You know, if something feels kind of chinky, be like, meh. You may still want it, and that's fine. But just trust that instinct. Most of all, don't get overwhelmed. No one is an expert at everything, and we weren't born knowing this stuff. Trust your gut on some items. Use your phone on others. It's a learn as you go process. Don't get overwhelmed. I would say this is also ask questions. You don't have to know every maker and every time period or stamp. Just start with what you love. What do you love? Focus on that. Focus on what you're drawn to. Is it glass? Is it stoneware? Is it brass? Is it linen? Is it the shapes? Do you like all the frilly stuff? Do you like geometric patterns, colors that match your vibe? Things like that. Follow the curiosity that when you walk in a place and you're like, I love it. Retro barware. Start with cocktail glasses, you know. Do you love mirrors? Look for unique frames, ones that are carved, or maybe they have the tiniest little detail painting. And I will tell you, on old carved frames, a lot of them are covered with dust and nicotine. So don't be afraid to kind of get in there and be like, what is that? To get under that gunk to see what it is. Furniture, do you like rattan? Do you like heavy dark pieces? Follow that. You know, you're creating a space or a style that feels like you, and you want that to speak for you in a way without overpowering, but reflects you. And the other thing I'm going to say is ask questions. I started to say that earlier and I got distracted because squirrel, it's what I do. I learned a lot by asking questions, and most people were really, really happy to share their knowledge with me. If somebody's in the shop and they ask me a question, look out, buddy, because we're going all sorts of different directions with that. You'd be like, I didn't know. But we learned somehow, and that's the most important thing. And if I don't know the answer, you know what? I will tell you how I would... I'd be like, I don't know what this thingamajig is, but this is what I would do to find those answers. I'm going to do an image search. I'm going to go to YouTube. I love YouTube for knowledge, but don't just go to one video. Go to several, because you can ask 10 antique collectors the same question and you'll get 12 different answers. So do all that. The most important part of the whole thing is when you're dipping your toe into this pool is to have fun. Have fun. Embrace the quirky, both in the things and the people you'll meet. You'll meet amazing people and enjoy the journey. So I hope to see you down here at the shop sometime. That would be great. If not, see you online. Have fun. If you make a mistake and you don't like it, guess what? You can